Hey Girl Scouts, how are you? Sorry, just getting situated here. I am actually coming live to you from the park today. So there is a little bit of background noise and I apologize for that, but it's such a nice day and this was one I could do live from outside, so I thought I would. So anyways, we are gonna make a kazoo today. I'm not gonna lie, even as a kid, I never made a kazoo. So we're gonna try it. So here's what you need. You need a cardboard tube. I didn't have an empty paper towel tube, so I just used a toilet paper one. You could get really crazy and use a wrapping paper tube if you wanted to. You need a paper towel. You need a crazy bugs. You need a paper bag or a grocery bag, and you need a piece of aluminum foil. So, first thing, and scissors, scissors, a pencil, and a rubber band. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do, we are gonna cut a chunk out of this paper bag, or this plastic bag, that will fit over the end of this tube. Okay? So I'm just going to, sorry, I'm not holding it up. You guys can't really see. I'm just going to cut a square out of this paper or plastic bag. Just big enough to cut the end of my tube, or cover the end of my tube. I hope you guys can hear me okay. It is a little bit noisy here. Okay, so first things first. When you do a kazoo, apparently the noise you're supposed to make is actually kazoo. So when you put your mouth over the tube, you're going to say kazoo. And you're going to see the difference in the sound. So when you say kazoo, normal, I mean, we know what our voices sound like. So then you're going to put your mouth over the tube, inside the tube. Make sure the tube covers both of your lips. And you're going to say kazoo. And notice the difference in your voice. Mine sounds kind of amplified. I don't know if you can hear that. Kazoo. It sounds, I can feel the vibration in the tube. And it makes it a little deeper and a little bit louder. So now let's try it. You're going to take this plastic bag and you're going to put it over the end of your tube. Then you're going to take your rubber band and you're going to put it over just to keep the plastic bag on. Okay? And then you're going to do the same thing again, but notice the difference in the way it sounds this time. Kazoo! Kazoo! Make sure it's sealing around your mouth. Notice how muffled my sound got. Kazoo! So the air and the sound waves are stuck inside of that tube. They have no way to get out. They can't escape through the plastic bag. They can't escape through the tube. And since it's sealed around my mouth, kazoo! They can't escape, the noise can't escape around my mouth. So it makes it much quieter and very muffled. And you can still feel the vibrations in the tube. So now, take your pencil, and probably with an adult's help, you want to poke a hole in the bottom of your tube, about halfway, okay? Do not stab yourself with the pencil. That's why you want an adult to do it, or at least help you with it. So, I've got a hole. Just made a pencil-sized hole in the bottom of my tube. Don't go through both sides, just the bottom. Now, put the tube back up to your mouth and say kazoo again. Kazoo! Notice how much louder that is? That is because now the sound and the air has a place to escape out of the tube. Now cover the hole. Kazoo! It's back to, you can barely hear it. And you can experiment if you want, and you can cover it and uncover it. Kazoo! The people in the park probably think I am crazy right now. Fortunately, there's no one too close by, but they probably think I'm really weird. So, you know what it sounds like with the paper bag. So take off your paper bag. Save your rubber band and your plastic bag. And then just do it with your hand. You can cover the hole, you can uncover the hole. Just experiment with the different sounds. Kazoo! I'm just using my thumb to cover and uncover this hole. It's similar to a recorder or a flute, and the way you uncover and uncover the hole to make a different tone, right? So now let's try the aluminum foil. Okay, bend that around your tube and then put your rubber band over it. Try to get it sealed close to the tube. It's a little bit harder to get a perfect seal with the aluminum foil. Okay, and do the same thing. Kazoo! Kazoo! More of the air is able to escape around the aluminum foil because I can't get a perfectly tight seal with it. So it's louder. And that's even with me plugging the bottom hole. Kazoo! Kazoo! Okay. So we know that the foil doesn't really seal as well as the plastic bag does, right? So let's do the same thing with a paper towel. Cut yourself a square out of the paper towel. You can kind of, they say 4 by 4 inches. That's a little big, I feel like, depending on the size of your tube. So just make sure that it's about the right size to cover the end of your tube and leave room to wrap the rubber band around it. So here we go. I've got my paper towel wrapped around the tube. Now, do you guys think that it's going to be muffled? Do you think it's going to hold the air in, or do you think it's going to let the air through? Let's find out. So I'm going to plug my hole in the bottom. Kazoo! Paper towel doesn't hold the air in or the sound very well, right? It's got all these little holes in the paper towel. It's very breathable, so the sounds can go through the paper towel. So, out of all the different ones that we tried, we know that the plastic bag works the best for the kazoo, right? Because it keeps that air in there, and you have control over when you want it to be loud or when you want it to be quiet. So put your plastic bag back on. Okay, you can trim it if you want, and then practice again. So this is, I'm gonna plug the bottom hole. See how my cheeks puff up? It's because the air can't get out, and the sound is trapped inside of that tube, so you just can't hear it because it can't escape. So now I'm gonna unplug the hole. Kazoo! Kazoo! You can hear the vibration of the sound waves off of the off of the plastic bag and off the sides of the tube. So this little tube right here, 3 little pieces, cardboard tube, plastic bag, rubber band, you can make your own kazoo. Once you have it made, or you can do it before you made, you can decorate it with whatever you want. Pretty sequins, yarn, whatever you have around the house that you want to decorate it. And then you have your own kazoo to play with at your house, and you can change the sound. Kazoo! There you go. You can have your own kazoo parade with your siblings or your friends or your parents. Right there. That simple. So, I hope you had a good time today learning how to make your own kazoo. I'm sure you're all going to make one and probably drive your family insane, but that's okay. Have yourself a kazoo parade. I should have done this before the 4th of July, and then everyone could have had their kazoos for the 4th of July, but that's okay. You can make your kazoo now, and you can play your own musical instrument around the house. That was your Girl Scouts at Home for this afternoon. I hope you guys keep joining us every day at 10 and 2. We have all sorts of fun activities and content for you, and we will see you here again tomorrow. Bye, guys.